Hi, everybody. This is Janet Wright, and this should be working. So, let me know if you can hear me by text chatting that you can hear me. Trying to get the camera centered. There we go. Somebody says hi. So, yeah, let me know if you can hear me. So this is cool. I can actually thank you very much for confirming. I did everything in the right order this morning, I think. So that's why it's working, which is good. So it's nice to see hellos from everybody. If you want, you can say what country you're from and or what time of day it is. So I'll do that too. I notice, when in these things, I text chat as well, even though I don't have to. I could say it out loud. It's just so it's kind of funny that I do too, but I think it's cute. I think it's cute to text chat. Yes, this is a new sweater. I got it for live streaming, but I will use it in my life. I also got this for live streaming too, because I had tops like this, but they were really old. So these live streams are forcing me to upgrade my wardrobe, which was sorely needed anyway. So it's a good thing. So if you're new to this stuff, it just takes maybe like, I don't know. One time it took like 16 minutes to get down to the healing part, but I think it just takes now maybe like 5, 6 minutes just to say hi and everything. So yeah, so I wrote 10 a.m. US. UK is, yeah, in the evening, 6 p.m. Hello, great color of cardigan. Noon US, love the colors. Yep. 8 p.m. in Kenya. How cool is that? So cool. It's like 10 at night in India, but I don't know if we have our India participant watching right now. But yeah, it's cool. I love, see, because in past lives, I've been healers in past lives. I mean, not professional healers like in my immediate last 2 lives. I was not a professional healer, but I have been professional healers in other past lives, plenty of other past lives, but there was no internet. So you couldn't, you know, you couldn't work with people. You could maybe work with people far away, but it was not done much. It was if somebody like, rode their horse for a day to come see you and said, "Oh, my sister, she's ill, please heal her," then yeah, you do a distance healing then, but it was pretty unusual, in past lives. So to be able to heal people that are literally all over the planet, I think it does make a little bit bigger of a positive energy shift for the planet. So in that way, it's exciting and it's just geeky fun because it's new for me. So that's cool. Um, Second and fifth chakra colors. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is kind of orangey. This could be a nice second chakra, second layer color, which for everybody, second chakra below the belly button, about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, depending on how tall you are. That's second chakra, second layer, good for emotional wellness. And then fifth chakra, fifth layer, throat chakra, communications, fifth layer. Sixth could be blue too, but maybe a deeper blue, a little bit deeper. Hi, hi, hi. Everybody saying hi. Cool. So, I'm gonna finish saying hi to the participants. I did start that already um, telepathically, probably about a half hour ago. You know, I give everyone a heads up telepathically, like, hey, the healing's starting in a half hour. You know? I guess just so you know, consciously, usually I suggest that all the telepathic participants just say hi to their angels. And so, you know, if you're watching this as a saved video later, or if you're watching just period, you could, you know, just say hi to your angels and ask your angels to give you a quick healing so that you can make the most of this healing experience. You know, because you don't want to let stress block your ability to heal and transform and receive the gold healing energy, stuff like that. So you just say, angels, can you please help me, give me a quick healing, help me to make the most of this healing opportunity. And another thing that I suggested to people telepathically was also, you know, you can have your angels recycle any, you can have your angels recycle any beings, you know, invasive beings, invasive spirits that are in your way of, you know, making the most of this healing, or any invasive spirits that are, you know, in your space period, or any invasive spirits that are in the way of your creativity and manifesting. So you could ask your angels that, you know, it's just simple. Angels, can you please recycle any beings that are in the way of me making the most of today, or making the most of this healing, or in the way of my creativity and manifesting? So I'm still saying hi to people. But another thing I wanted to suggest too, which I've kind of been doing all morning, so I already did this part, but you know, as a healer, you know, and you guys are healing yourself, but it's the same thing. As a healer, your potential is really limitless, you know, as far as self-awareness, intuition, vision, you know, ability to, you know, heal with your hands, any of it. And so and also your ability to be aware of yourself and what's going on with you. But I think you need to check in a little, you know, like, how am I doing right now? You know, so I think that might be a nice compliment to, you know, when you're waiting for me to get done saying hi to everybody, is just kind of check in with yourself, with your eyes open, with your eyes closed. One couple of participants have trouble staying awake during these live streams, so maybe do it with your eyes open, maybe stretch at the same time, or give yourself a hand rub at the same time. Or, you know, give yourself an arm healing at the same time, you know, to unblock your arm channels. But just kind of check in with yourself, what's going on with you right now. Okay. Keep breathing, deep breathing. I'm almost done. All right, great. And a quick hello to all the participants in the 10 different countries that they're in, and the 5 kids. Hi, guys, pay attention in school. All right, cool. Now I'm ready. And so, of course, let's start with grounding. I always suggest you make your grounding really wide as your whole aura. So on AccuDoll, that'd be, maybe out here, all the way around. And make it red or orange or yellow, and as high as your 3rd chakra right here, and then all the way down to the center of the earth. Keep it wide, going all the way down. And then you can just imagine a copy out in front of you of that big wide grounding that you made. And again, just make it red or orange or yellow, your favorite shade of one of those colors. It doesn't matter, any shade of red or orange or yellow would be fine. And I'm just helping people to melt away energy blocks in the grounding. So you can do that too if you want, or you can just think about I can let go. If you're receiving the healing, if you're one of the 80 prepaid participants, you can just think about letting go. But if it's fun for you, you could do it at the same time live, but you don't have to. It'll be saved to a video. You could use it as a walkthrough then too. Yeah, I'm just noticing people's grounding. This is the 3rd of the set of 3 healings, Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. So this is Tuesday. So it is kind of fun to see like people's grounding tends to, it does block up a little just because people release so much in these healings. But on the other hand, like some of the newbies, their grounding is so much better than it was on Friday, or even Sunday. There is a cumulative learning thing. Not like the newbies are now perfect forever and ever, or the veterans are perfect forever and ever, but it is nice to see the people are a little better off because they just got 2 healings in the last 5 days. But what you can do, again, your potential for transformation is limitless, and you want to also you want to do what's healthy and gentle for you to do, but sometimes that's a lot more than you think it is. So just go ahead and be aware of any energy blocks in your grounding that are in your way, any energy blocks period, and just melt them. And it's funny because I had a participant and she was like, well, I can't see lately, when I meditate. But she's kind of spoiled now because her clairvoyance, she didn't probably have it in the start, but then, she's been working so long that now she gets to see as well, see the energy rather than just go by thought and intention. So then when she temporarily gets her vision block, she just stops clearing her grounding because she's spoiled and she's used to being able to see the energy block. So she can't see them. She's like, well, I haven't been able to clear my grounding. So I had to remind her, hey girl, be unstoppable. Come on, come on. You have intention, you have thought, you don't have to see. You can do it anyway. Your intention is that you're finding the energy blocks, especially energy blocks in your grounding that are in the way of creativity and manifesting. But any energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to release right now, just do it. Just use gold light, wash them out. Like the gold light neutralizes the glue, the resistance, your inner resistance. So then they can just sort of fall like a bunch of boxes or a bunch of rocks that you just let go of, and they go all the way down to the core of the earth, and then the core of the earth absorbs it and neutralizes it, cleans it up, sends it back wherever it belongs. So it does not harm the earth, which is important, of course. Alrighty. So I like to check my newbies for many reasons, but in part because too, they're sort of my canaries in the coal mine. So like if I've done enough grounding clearing, like somebody's telepathic consent participant husband who never consciously grounds, and maybe has a problem with grounding sometimes, I'll check him. And if he's okay, then we've done enough. If he's not okay, we haven't done enough. And it's funny how that works though, because it gives a really good healing for everybody, like even the advanced people, if I just do it that way, like enough, be thorough enough even for the people that are newbies. And then everybody gets a really good healing. With grounding too, it's like you don't, well, it's with resistance, like particularly people that, they've never, they're the telepathic participants. They're not listening to this kind of stuff. They don't know about letting go. There's that strong subconscious force that just makes you keep hanging on. Like, oh, I just got to get till Saturday. Oh, I just got to hold my breath until my vacation or something, You don't realize that you're not letting go of energy blocks. So I'm running gold light up and down the whole body, particularly the spine and all the chakras, just to help clear and melt that inner resistance, because that even affects the grounding too. And I feel like just a little more, just a little more. So what I have my hand down here at the grounding, and then this hand is going through the spine and chakras. And again, I'm using touch, I'm using intuition, I'm using vision, I'm using intention, all sorts of things. Telepathy, hearing my angels. So at first you'll think, well, Janet, I'm not good at any of that. Which is what I would expect. But that's why you practice, I feel like it's still a little, maybe if we do some aura repair and some aura strengthening for those that don't need repair, maybe that'll help with let go of some of the resistance. Oh, and what we should do too is vacuum boxes. I noticed we haven't done, I don't think we've done vacuum boxes in this triplet set healings yet. And so that's nice to do. So vacuum boxes are just boxes that you make, little three-dimensional boxes. You can make them gold and maybe clear. And when you turn them on, they suck in, beings and energy that's not yours, that shouldn't be in your space. And then your angels collect the boxes up and recycle all the energy in it and figure out where it goes. So it's easy for angels to do that. So you just make a bunch of boxes, vacuum boxes. You can make some in your grounding, maybe on either side of your grounding, maybe 7 on either side of your grounding, which is not a magic number, 10 if you want, 4 if you want. But anyway, on either side of your grounding, inside your grounding, right directly in front of your spine and directly behind your spine. You could make, 7 or 10 here, 7 or 10 here. And as I'm doing this, I'm demoing for all the telepathic participants. And how about we make them in front and behind the arms and shoulders too? So make 7 or 10 here, 7 or 10 behind the arms, 7 or 10 here, 7 or 10 back here. And we haven't actually turned them on yet, but you could turn them on if you want. And then 7 right, or 10 right above your head, and then above the top of your aura. And then even on your path, just make 10, 10, 10, on your path and ahead of you. And they're just vacuum boxes. It's easy. You just imagine them. You don't have to see. And okay, so you turn them on all at once with your remote control. And then just relax. And I I said hi to one of the newbies. She's like, there were too many. I got confused. Yeah, if I just made too many vacuum boxes, just have your angels help you with them. That's fine. I mean, even if you just make one, that's cool. It's just, it's a little more thorough maybe if you make more than one. I'm just checking to see that everybody's catching up with that. Yeah. All right. So then you just have your angels recycle them. Angels, please recycle my vacuum boxes. That's really a great before and after as far as like how the energy feels. It feels so much smoother. We're flowing. There still is a little bit too much resistance in the grounding. I feel it. It's just like a, like a little holding of the breath. I was wondering if, the U.S. has so much, political, social upheaval stuff. But that's not why the resistance is happening for the US people. So it could be just aura issues. So I'm going to do more aura repair. Not more, I barely started aura repair. So if you've never heard of aura repair before, then I'm glad you found me. That's one of my things. But anyway, gold energy aura buffer zones would be the video to get you started on that. Gold energy aura buffer zones. So you just imagine a copy of your own aura out in front of you. And again, you don't have to see. Even if last week you saw and now you can't see, I don't care. It's like, you can scratch the side of your face in the dark, right? You don't have to see it, right? You could just feel like, it's just, you just do it. It's not like it's not a painting contest or something, Just send gold light. And if you feel like your hands aren't working well, well, then unblock your hands. That's a good answer. I wouldn't bypass your hands. I mean, if you're cooking or something, or you're in a business meeting and you need aura repair, then yeah, bypass your hands. Don't go like this in a business meeting. So how do you bypass your hands and still do aura repair? You can just make a bunch of gold suns all around you. Like one of my clients, she does her aura repair while she's driving to work, which, yeah, ideally do your aura repair before you start driving. But, whatever, it is what it is. It's still certainly better than never doing it. Way better than not doing it in the morning. Like if that's not going to happen unless you're doing it when you drive, then okay. But you just make a lot of gold suns all around you, with your thought, with your intention, and just have them shining a lot of gold light. Because you really do need a lot of gold light to kind of scrub out the rips and tears and let them grow back. I mean, not more than you can easily generate, but we had noticed that her aura wasn't fully repairing. And then once she just made a lot more gold suns and used a lot more gold light, then it worked, even when she was driving. So you can tell when you're done because the aura gets a lot bigger because it's not leaking out energy anymore from rips and tears. So then it just gets bigger because the chakras keep generating energy. Almost. Yeah, that did help the grounding to relax more. Redo your buffer zones, guys. Your gold energy aura buffer zones. You don't know what that is, and you don't want to stop and watch that video and then come right back, because that would be distracting. Just have your angels give you a fresh set of gold buffers, aura buffers. they'll do it, no problem. I think part of the resistance has to do with it's Tuesday, and people usually think of their week. I don't always do this though, but people usually think of their week, as like a Monday through Sunday thing, they're thinking of the work week. And a lot of people, that's Monday through Friday. Not me, but a lot of people. So a lot of people are sort of scattered into the future. Like they're thinking of what they need to do later today, tomorrow, and the next day. And so that's causing a resistance because you're like depleted because part of your energy is in the future and not here, giving you safety and flow. So you can just imagine just imagine like bunches of your energy that are not with you, and they're in the future, and just run gold light through them so that they can come back. Because the gold light will kind of calm you down. Because that part of you is like, no, but I might forget that tomorrow I have to do this. Which like you being strung out between now and then is going to make it way less likely that you remember. But that part of you doesn't know. Hey, just come back and make a note on your computer. Or just come back and heal. So anyway, I'm helping people that are scattered. A nice video that does stuff like this, and more than that though, is stacking and clearing 3 ways. That helps if you're scattered. But this is like a sort of a specific way that people are scattered, that they're just scattered into the future. So this is just a little quick way to do it. Just imagine the chunks of your energy that are not with you in the present and just run gold light through them. And then you just kind of relax and come back. It's like, oh, yeah, then you just come back. Yeah, that did it. That's the funny thing about healing people on Friday and then Sunday and then Tuesday. It's like that imbalance about being scattered into the future wasn't really there on Friday or Sunday to the extent that it was today. So yeah, now people are like big waterfalls. Their grounding is releasing a lot. The bottom of their aura is releasing a lot, which is good. Your aura goes beneath your feet. A lot of people don't think about that, but it's true. And you want that part of your aura to be very flowing and unblocked because it helps the whole aura to release properly. If you can't release, then everything just gets more and more stuck and more compressed, and then it's very not fun. So, all right, everybody's ready to rock. The angels were just showing me a sample person who happens to be a telepathic consent husband. And he doesn't get healings a lot, so he's a good sample person. So anyway, what he needs is, which is what everybody needs, and that's why the angels were like, look at him. It's a good segue into working the arms more, because we didn't work the arms on Friday, and although I talked about the arms and how important they are for manifesting and creativity, because we were working the legs a lot, which are huge, and we were working the back of the aura, which is huge. That's quite a workout, that Friday video, the live stream, saved video for healing the back of your aura. Cool stuff. But anyway, so then we did do some arms on Sunday, but we're going to do more arms now. Right now. So arms are very important for creativity and manifesting. You do need extra upper chakra energy to go there, to have enough energy going there. Also, you just need to unblock the arms. And two, sometimes you have leaks, like energy leaks, like holes in a hose, And so the energy kind of springs out and it doesn't really work if it just kind of leaks like that. It's got to go all the way down the arm and out the hand chakra or out the fingertip chakras, you know. So go ahead and just um, first I'm going to do that this passageway, the energy passageway, down the arms, down the neck, shoulders, and arms. So I'm working the neck, back of the neck, like inside back of the neck, because like there are energy channels that get that extra energy from the seventh, sixth, fifth, fourth, seventh chakra, sixth chakra, fifth chakra, and fourth chakra, and just send it down the shoulders and the arms. But there could be lots of clogs, lots of leaks there. We did do the vacuum boxes in this area, which is good. Maybe we'll do an extra couple just right around the neck, and the neck creative channels, right there. So maybe just, make 5 vacuum boxes back here, 5 back here, 5 up here, just real close to like clean out this whole, energy flow here, and turn them on. So vacuum boxes up here, vacuum boxes back here, and turn them on. And just let the vacuum boxes collect up any beings that are in the way there, or any energy blocks you're ready to release, or any other people's energy that you're ready to release. And then just say, angels, can you please recycle all these vacuum boxes? I was checking if people did it, and people were like, I like that. I like that. That worked. I like that. Okay. So, two, these energy channels, they just seem like really skinny, almost like, like if you're sucking through a straw and the straw is kind of blocked, then it just like gets all tight and cramped. So I'm just going to use extra gold light around these energy channels in the inside the neck and the shoulders, just to help them to open up more. Because if they're that tight, that you really can't have much energy flowing in them. So I'm just using gold light, and you can do the same. Just imagine your neck and shoulder area. And just try to give lots of gold light, to that area, because it's a nourishing thing, and it's universal gold healing energy that I'm using, and that's what you can use too. You just generate it with your intention, with your hands, or a gold hose, universal gold light hose that you have, or gold suns, if you're driving. But I don't know, I would say maybe your first live stream, maybe, well, some people are real veterans at doing my videos when you drive, so I'm not. I do them when I'm at home. But anyway, lots of gold light in these channels, just let them relax. And you know what, I think too, to help them relax, the first layer and the second layer I've noticed especially really affect the inner flow of the body. So first layer is actually generated by the first chakra all the way down here, but it's that layer that goes close all around your skin. And then second layer is generated by your second chakra, and that's one out from there. So just right in that first and second layer, this whole area around your neck and your shoulders and the front here and the back here. Yeah, that's where that compression's coming from. So just lots of gold light. It's like there'll be like walls of energy blocks, like, and so you just melt them. Again, the gold light, what it does is it helps them to melt, helps the energy blocks to melt, helps your resistance to melt. And if you're freaking out at all, you're getting dizzy or you have a headache, just bring yourself back. Maybe you're trying too hard, just wiggle your toes, flex your leg muscles, redo your grounding, nice wide grounding. Because, when you push the envelope like this, and you clear stuff maybe that has been blocked for years, blocking your creativity and your manifesting, you're kind of, you're triggering stuff a little. So you need good grounding, strong flow. If you're feeling weird, like your head's starting to hurt or something, maybe just put some extra vacuum boxes here. And you can just relax too. You want to do what's healthy and gentle. But I didn't see really that people that were having issues were clearing too much. It was just maybe that their grounding got blocked, or that they needed to do some vacuum boxes to get some beings out of the way. And if you don't know what vacuum boxes are, I mean, I just explained it, but if it still confuses you, just say, angels, please recycle some beings. If there are any beings giving me a hard time right now with this healing, that's fine. Just say with your mind, angels, can you please recycle some beings so that I can do this healing better? That'll work fine. But again, still same area. First layer, second layer, right around the neck, shoulders, upper chest. It is working, but there's just a lot there. This is probably ground zero for creativity and manifesting. This area, shoulders, neck, upper chest. And the cool thing about the triplets and their 3 healings within 5 days is, we did a lot of first chakra, like clearing fear and all that, and being less overwhelmed work on Sunday to be able to get to this and like kind of push it this hard. So that is cool. Very cool. So if you're listening to this video later, do you have to listen to them in order? No. You could. Or you could just, jump around, do the Friday video, then do the Tuesday, then do the Sunday. It's not a... But it could be more interesting, actually, to do them in order. Yeah, I feel like it's really lightened up for people. That's neat. So now I want to do the non-resistance zone a little bit. This is, people that just know my old style of videos, this is sort of unusual for them, like that, oh, it's so spontaneous, you're jumping around. But, as a pro healer, that's what you do. You jump around because you use your intuition and that's just how energy works, that it's like this sort of almost like jazz improvisational thing where you just use your intuition, you're listening to your angels, you're looking at, in this case, the client's energy. But if you're doing it on yourself, you could totally do that just on yourself and just look at your energy, go, what do I need now? So I call this type of healing, freestyle healing, and that's really what I do as a pro all the time. And when I heal myself, if I'm not using one of my old videos, that's very scripted, this is how I heal myself too. So anyway, that non-resistance zone is a 50-foot zone all around the outside of the aura. It's not something you create. It is just the 50 feet around the edge of your aura that is already there. And you just kind of acknowledge that space and clear whatever junk is accumulating there. because your inner resistance tends to attract, pain from other people, just heavy energy. And so it's nice to clean that area out with gold light. So that's what I'm doing with the participants, because I feel like that's going to help open this up even more. So I'm doing the non-resistance zone above, so it's the 50-foot space above the top of the aura is the part that I'm working right now. But non-resistance zone is like all the way around, There is an old, those kind of videos that are very scripted and says, this is what this video is about, and it's concise. That there is a non-resistance zone video from about a month ago. If you haven't done it. There we go. So I'm working I just moved my copy around what I was doing, but that's the nice thing when you have a copy, you can spin it and rotate it and do whatever you want. So I'm not working in the top part of people's non-resistance zone. I'm working like more the center line in front, that area, and then the center line in back, that area, 50 feet, the 50-foot space back there. So because even though now people are pretty darn non-resistant at the moment, because we've been working at this entire time in this healing, the thing with the non-resistance zone is things build up. Like some of this stuff has been here for a year, been here for 4 years, been here for 10 years, 15 years. So it's nice to help the people that clear that out. Yeah, that did it. So that helped people to open up even more here. Because it's like you can kind of just feel it bearing down on you, just this heaviness that you're walking around with all the time. Usually people misinterpret that and they think the world is so heavy, which, the world has heaviness in it, but it also has lots of light and miracles and joy and, endless opportunity, like spiritually speaking, and, really beautiful things. But if your non-resistance zone is all blocked and you're just all stuck, all you see is the negative. You don't see the positive that exists. And obviously it's more fun to see both. So my sample guy, the angels still want me looking at him. Usually they bounce around and go, look at them, look at them, look at them. But he's just so good for me to see what everybody needs at the moment. So they're like, look at him again. So anyway, he's rocking right now, really much more open here. And yeah, if I spot check other people, that's very true for others as well. So it's just the forearms now, and the wrists and the hands. So that'll be fun. So it's the same thing though, first and second layer right in here. We didn't even, we did the energy channels in here. We gave out lots of gold light, but mostly we did first and second layer, and then, the non-resistance zone, whatever we felt would just open these up more and more, these energy channels. So it's not just like right now we're helping the forearms, but we're doing it by not only sending gold light in there, but also the first and second layer here to kind of melt away old, because you can even have past life burdens and blocks that are in this area. Because again, this is about helping people open up for creativity and manifesting. So these first two layers, first layer, ideal color for it would be red. So if you have never done that, you can think of your first chakra at the base of your spine and set it to your favorite shade of red. And then second chakra, below your belly button, like an inch or two, is for emotions and sensuality and sexuality, and you can set that to your favorite shade of orange. So therefore, those layers of the aura then become that color, because like this chakra sends out a bunch of that energy at that color, which is pretty, but useful, not just pretty. But anyway, so essentially you're looking for what's not red and orange. Like you're looking for the heaviness, the black or the white, in this area, because ideally you want it to be just red immediately all around the fingers and the arms, and then orange immediately around all the fingers and orange and flowing. But so again, we're giving gold light to the energy channels and the energy centers within the channels that keep that flow going forward. But we also want to do the first and second layer around that area. And if you're not wanting to work one arm at a time, you can just make a composite copy of both your forearms. So you're working both your forearms at the same time, even though it just looks like one. You just, with your intention, you say, okay, this is a copy of my left forearm, my right forearm, and then now I'm putting them together, so it's a composite copy. And then that way you're healing and clearing both forearms at once. A fun thing too is you can work multiple joints or multiple chakras at one time. And just kind of, so like right now, I feel like people need clearing at the elbow and the energy centers around the elbow, but also the wrists, and then also all the cool joints in the fingers. So I'm gonna work those all at once. So you can do that too with your composite copy. Just think of, all the joints, all the energy centers, and just heal them all at once. You can bring up red earth energy, soak them in the red earth energy. Red's, I think, a good all-purpose vibration for any part of the physical body. When in doubt. I mean, gold is good for clearing, but red earth energy is very comforting, and it's a nice soothing vibration for the body. So you could just soak all the joints, all the energy centers in red earth energy, and then gold light. And sometimes there's like, it's like right now I'm healing the wrist and the elbow at the same time, and there's like a lot of times you'll find the same type of tension is in both places. So then you just kind of try to melt it both at once, both places at once, just with your intention and with gold light. And if you're a newbie, this might be, you might be freaking out, and so I would just remind you, the less you try, the better it works usually. So try not to freak out, just maybe breathe. Again, we're just running gold light through the elbow and the wrist at the same time. And because we want to open it up, we want to open up the energy flow so that you can have as much creativity and as much manifesting ability as you need to be healthy and happy. Yeah, I feel like it was like, ah. So now, when you really open up a certain part of the body, sometimes it's nice to just check everywhere, make sure everything's cool, because that opening up, even though it's amazing and cool, it will set off little chain reactions. So you want to make sure like the grounding is good, for example. So go back, check the grounding. So you can make a copy of your grounding out in front of you. Just check that it's wide and it stays wide all the way down to the core of the earth. And we're going to wrap up really soon because that was like really where I wanted to bring people to that point of like a lot of openness and flow. Rah. But you can always work more, like the fingers and everything. It's the coolest stuff ever. But I think that sometimes there's just like a natural end, where it's like this is good, So I think we're nearing that natural end for this healing. Again, I'm just looking at the grounding for everybody, all the 80 participants. I'm checking different people as I do it. And so you can just check your grounding or just relax. If you're one of the participants and this is live, then just chill. Just be like, hey, I can let go. I can receive, just some deep breaths, or maybe just have some tea, which I should have because I was coughing. Herbal tea, non-caffeinated. If you feel like you have to have caffeine, I mean, I think your angels still love you no matter what, but the more you open up your third chakra, which is, where below your sternum, where your sternum ends, then that's partially related to you not needing caffeine. The more flow you have there. But also caffeine, I mentioned before, caffeine causes chi depletion over time. It kind of erodes this inner energy that you need, to feel competent and good and able to go out in the world. So, you could, if you have the possibility of going to an acupuncturist and checking that out, maybe to see if you're chi depleted, if you feel like you really, really have to have your caffeine. That's something you can check out and fix with herbs over time. It takes a while though, but it's worth it then, because then you don't feel, you feel stronger overall. Little digression. So I was just thinking this morning about how, chi depletion is probably pretty widespread because so many people, caffeine's a regular part of their routine. But anyway, you don't have to fix that today. Just give that to your angels. If that bothered you, or you feel like, oh God, there's so much to that, just put that in a pile, whatever plans or ideas you have about caffeine or tea or whatever, and just give it to your angels. Just say, angels, here you go. And then they'll help you to work it out over time. All right, so checking everybody out, making sure the grounding is cool, I can tell. There's that video call back, bring in, and you just, there's some energy that maybe you haven't been able to bring in. So we can look at, some creativity and manifesting energy that you haven't been able to bring in. And you can just imagine it like really pretty lumps of energy up above you, your creativity and manifesting energy that you haven't yet brought in. You just run gold light through it, and that usually resolves the energy block so that it can come in. And then above the head, sometimes too, you can have energy blocks in the aura above the head that block new energy from coming in. So you just, put your hand, to represent like the top of your head, and then if you want, you don't have to. I just feel like that helps me keep track of what the heck I'm doing. But and then you just comb through that space above your physical head, and your intention is you're just melting away any energy blocks so that you can bring in your creativity and your manifesting energy. You know, you can even think, you know, I want to bring in, you know, I want to have my creativity, I want to have my manifesting energy. All right. That's cool. So we can end. Oh, redo your buffer zones, gold buffer zones, and we can end with blessing and healing from the angels. So just ask your angels in your mind. You know, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And then also archangels Ariel and Jophiel would be happy to help as well. So you could say, archangels Ariel and Jophiel, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And they know that you just did a healing for creativity and manifesting, so they'll make it general, but also for creativity and manifesting. So deep breaths. It's okay to receive. It's okay to let go. So one thing, like I've said before, I like to you know, just remind people at the end, all the participants, that hey, you know, this is the end of the three healing set, but you know, of course, you could get other healings if you want, totally optional. And most important, you can work with your angels. Your angels are always there to help you and guide you in your sleep and when you're awake. Just have to let them. And then everyone says, thank you, bye, thank you, bye, thank you. And then, so that's the official end of the healing, but we could chat for a sec. So, I don't know, what should we say? If you want, you can say, like if you had a favorite part of any of the healings, like this healing or the other two on Friday or Sunday. Let's see. So, people are saying thanks everybody, thank you. Missed the beginning but enjoyed the end. Thank you. Joe Feel and Joe Full, similar, huh? Thank you. I enjoyed and improved my posture. My favorite part was back of the aura on Friday. That's me. I really like clearing the blocks that make one overthink on Sunday. Oh yeah, that is true. That was useful. Enjoyed the clearing of energy in the arms and legs. Yeah, arms and legs are so cool. It's like just it's a really big part of power. I mean, you can only go so far with chakra work. You gotta add the arms and the legs and really amp up the flow there, and then it's like, wow, you know, it's like, woo, it's really fun. Morning, lol. I laugh when you said strung out on future tasks. Yeah. I never used recreational drugs except for strong coffee, but strung out on my to-do list totally describes how I've been feeling. You know, Really felt grounded and cleaned out from this session. Thank you. Oh, that's good to know. Clearing thoughts. Yeah, that was Sunday. The Sunday session. We did a lot of, you just make piles of energy blocks out in front of you for like all sorts of stuff that's bugging you, and you just clear them. It's real easy. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know, I think sometimes people, you don't realize how simple it is to clear stuff. I like the energy above the head for creativity. Yeah, clearing energy blocks above the head. It was so warm. I do get warmer when I heal. Um, when I heal myself, I don't always get warmer, but when I'm healing other people, like a lot of other people, I always get warmer. Thank you for the healing. All right, well, cool. You guys are so awesome, and this was totally fun. And the next live stream healing is the Healing Masterclass on the 18th of August, which is Sunday. It's the third Sunday in August. It'll be the same time, as this morning was. Well, morning for me, evening for some people. I like the part where we focus on first and second layers that help the flow of the body. Yeah, people really underestimate the first, second layers. They really, 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 really affect the physical body and the flow of it. So, but it's, that's for your manifesting your creativity. So it's not just like, oh, that's for my physical body. I like the beginning of the healings when I feel like I sink into my body and feel really relaxed. Yeah, that is a good feeling. Thank you. Blessings. Everybody's so sweet. All right, cool. Well, yeah, like I said, the next one is the Healing Masterclass, which is similar to this, except there's more time for archangel messages. So they kind of talk and have me say stuff that they're thinking about the topic. They meaning archangels Ariel and Jophiel. But then otherwise it's a lot of healing. It's longer though. It's at least an hour of healing plus, whatever. And then there's a triplet set every month, at the start of the month, the first Friday of the month. So next month. And then there's another healing masterclass in late, third Sunday of that month too. So we're getting a pattern here. So anyway, it's all on my website, the themes. Like the healing masterclass that's coming up on the 18th of August, which is the third Sunday in the month, is empowerment and humility, which should be interesting. The angels paired them up. They helped me figure out the themes. And empowerment, I get that. And then humility, I think part of that has to do with like not being so stuck in your ego about like what you think you want, because your higher self knows better than your conscious self, and your angels actually know better too, because they can see, the whole panorama of your past lives and you now and what you plan for this life, and it's like really easy for them to be like, you're missing the point here, So I have a feeling that's where they're going with humility, to not be so stuck on your conscious perceptions, but we'll see what they do with it. But anyway, that's the one, the next one coming up, empowerment and humility, the healing masterclass on Sunday, August 18th. The vacuum boxes around the neck, shoulders felt really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep doing that for a little bit. I mean, maybe not again today, but every day for a little bit. All right, cool. You guys are so awesome. And I hate to end it because I don't know if someone's about to comment and I haven't seen it yet because of the delay. But I guess I'll end it. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. But thanks so much. And you're awesome. Okay, bye.